Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is, of course, another diecast video, and here we have 5 more NASCAR stock cars, 4 164s and 124. So what we have here in the 164s, we have a fairly new release. We have a 2019 Darrell Wallace Jr. or Bubba Wallace, whatever you want to call him, Victory Junction Darlington car, throwback to Adam Petty, early 2000s. And here is Brian Vickers, 2014 Aaron's Florida State Champions. One thing I noticed about Michael Waltrip and just the 55 car, I was going to say Michael Waltrip Racing, but it really just seemed to be either the cars he drove or the number 55 that I would. Do you mind? That had that had stuff like this where it's like a national champion car of whoever won, and it's not just like one specific team, it's it's whoever. So that's kind of interesting. So next we have Landon Cassill's 2017 CSX car, railroad stuff I believe. And here's something really cool. This is a 2015 Chris Buescher Fastenal Xfinity Series champion. And I don't know how common this is anymore. I don't really remember any. I've been kind of getting championship cars, not every single one, but I've been getting them roughly since about 2017. And I've never seen one where it's one of these, the champion car with the logo on the roof, but at the same time you see dirt and stuff, so it looks like it's a raced version as well. That's not something I don't think I've ever seen, where it is both a championship commemorative car and a raced version. It's usually one or the other. So that's very interesting. And of course the 124 that we have here is a new release. It is, will be a little bit older by the time this video eventually comes out, but to me it's a new release, and this is Greg Biffle's Texas win. I had to get this. One of 661. Pretty cool stuff. Standard box though. Schedule on the back. Standard stuff. So anyway, that is pretty much it. Let's unbox all these. Okay, real quick. Something I just noticed. Now I really do not want to rip this box apart, because at first I didn't pay that much attention to it. At first I didn't notice all this stuff on the box, even when literally just going over it. But you have the 2015 Xfinity Series Champion logo, which is one thing. Then you have a picture of the car in the background of the box. Then on this side you have a picture of Chris holding up the trophy. So this is definitely a box I'm going to save. I don't want to rip this one. And I was just about to as well, because, from first glance, if you're not paying that much attention, if you're really only looking at the car like I was, you just assume that's a standard box, but it's not. It's an actual championship box, which is really cool. So anyway, now we're going to unbox all these. Okay, so this is everything unboxed. You see we have it all in a nice little setup here. So let's start. I know this probably isn't in order of what I just did it, but whatever. So first, let's take a look at Chris Buescher's 2015 Xfinity Series Championship. This is definitely a race version. We'll get to that here in a minute. But this is the main Fastenal paint scheme, which was his main, I believe, during that year. So the main part of this is the white. You have the white splitter as well. Actually, a little bit above the splitter too, it looks like. And then above that, starting around the grill area, between that and the hood, you have blue. Then all over the top of the side here, and kind of ends, where all the posts are, where the deck lid is. Then in between that, you have, I'm not sure what design you call this, some sort of tool, I think. You have this circular, almost like a bolt sort of thing right there. Even goes a little bit on the side skirt. Then you have about 4 lines going all the way back, and then they all come together at the very edge of the corner panel and go along the bottom of the car and do the same thing. And then you have a white spoiler as well. But the numbers are white with the black outline. You have 2015 NASCAR Xfinity Series Champion on the roof there. Like I said, it's really cool that this is both a championship car and a raced version. You really don't see that anymore, even though this is only 5 years ago. Sponsors, you have Fastenal, Advocare, Zest, Mac Tools, Champion, Sherwin-Williams, Roush, something with a dolphin, Ford, Roush again, I think, Fastenal. Can't really tell what the rests are. On the back, you have Fastenal twice, Roush Fenway Racing in the corner. Deck lid, you have a kind of crooked Fastenal, and nothing on the roof because the whole thing is just the logo. So what I've noticed about this car is that there's not really a whole lot of damage, but more so just a lot of dirt, which is really cool still. See the splitter, all sorts of dirt caked on there. It helps that this is a white car too. Those are always the best, and especially all over the front of the hood. Gets a little bit cleaner. On the roof, you still have a ton. You can see some sponsors for the roof camera right there. See Ford and stuff. Less dirt there. On the back is, I thought I saw something before, but maybe I was mistaken. I guess that's pretty clean. On the side, have a tiny bit more dirt, but barely even noticeable. You have a little bit of the exhaust going on here. You have, well, there's some dirt in the Fastenal logo there. You have a little bit of something along there. And this side's pretty clean as well. Although that actually may be a part of the paint scheme because it's the same exact thing on this side. And other than that, it's just, like I said, a lot of dirt. So it's still really cool. Glad to have it. Let's move on to Landon Cassill's 2017 CSX number 34 car. This is another toughie, but I'd say the main color on this is the dark blue, which takes over the entirety of the front here. It's just the splitter, splitter looks like it's black, but it's another half and half. This one going diagonal. You have this red. It's about 4 different colors, all different shades of orange and red, kind of going from the front of the A-post here, going diagonally through the tire all the way to the very bottom of the rear quarter panel over here. And everything behind that is just yellow. And really that's about all I can say for this paint scheme. It's a really good looking paint scheme, but it's fairly simple. All the numbers are white with the black outline. Sponsors, you have CSX. You have Play It Safe, CSX around, Play It Safe around railroad tracks is the whole saying. You have Safety Clean, Zach, Lincoln Welders, Mac Tools, K&N, Sherwin-Williams, Racing Electronics, I believe that is. CSX.com on the C post. B post, you have SEM, you have Ford, Bosch maybe. Can't really read the rest. On the back, you have CSX. Tie goes to the train. Okay. Deck lid, you have CSX, How Tomorrow Moves, and hashtag Play It Safe on the roof. By the way, I did just understand what that means. You know, like if you in a train, if you're driving in a car, or I guess even if you're a pedestrian, if you get to the train tracks at the same time as the train's gonna knock your shit out, basically. So, but anyway, here is 2014 Brian Vickers, Florida State National Football Champions. I don't even know. Did they have the actual playoffs back then? I'm not sure. But the main color on this is white. You have this little bit of like weird faded yellow toward the front here, and it kind of becomes a stripe and kind of just ends at the Goodyear logo. They have a more prominent yellow stripe going from the front wheel there, going up diagonally through the number, through the window net, and around the roof right in front of the AAA sponsorship, curving and then going back around. Then behind that, you have this mostly red. You have a lot of red, takes over the entirety of the deck lid. But then another diagonal yellow stripe goes from the back of the deck lid down to the rear wheel. And then everything behind that is again in white. And the spoiler is also that yellow. The side numbers are white with red outline, and the roof is just red, really. Sponsors, you have Aaron's and national champions Florida State 2013. Aaron's national football champions. Okay, good job with this, Lionel. Love how you have a chip on probably the most important part. 1993, 1999, 2013 are the years that they have won. Safety Clean, Sherwin-Williams, Freightliner, some other stuff down there. Visit AAA.com on the C post. B post, you have Toyota, Peak, and AAA. On the back, you have Aaron's and National Football Champions again. Decklid, Aaron's Dream Machine, and on the roof, visit AAA.com. And final 164, we have the Bubba Wallace Throwback to Adam Petty here. Now, this is a really tough one to choose a main color. I'm going to say it's the green. That's the one that sticks out most to me. You have the splitter is black, but the whole front of the car is this orange. And it kind of sticks out a little bit and then makes a little bit of almost like a dent sort of thing. Curves a little bit, takes up a little bit of this part of the side skirt. Then you have this yellow stripe going around that. And then the rest of the hood is taken up by this purple, which gets thinner and forms another stripe that goes outside that orange, takes over the whole side skirt here, goes up a little bit, takes over, and then takes over most of the back of the car. Then makes this kind of ribbon design almost as well, which goes well with the Victory Junction 50th anniversary logo there, which is, I assume, why they put that as part of the paint scheme. And all of that is surrounded by this yellow line as well. And then the middle of it is just green. The petty half circle there, still prominent. All the posts are in green. The roof is green. All that. I don't know if this is supposed to be like this, but I'm seeing a purple line on the inside right there of that A post. Don't know if that's supposed to be like that or if that's just lino. But all the numbers are yellow with a red outline and then a black outline. Sponsors, you have 15th anniversary of Victory Junction, a serious fun camp. Victory Junction 15th anniversary. Safety Clean, Transportation Impact, U.S. Air Force, Pioneer. On C post, you have Mac, Aftershocks, Worldwide Technology. B post, you have Coca-Cola, Mac Tools, STP, Wix Filters. On the back, you have Allsco over there in the corner. I'm trying to read this. victoryjunction.org/donate. Now, feel your heart's race. Trademark. On the deck lid, you have Victory Junction and Worldwide Technology, and you have nothing on the roof. I'm going to move all those over, and we're going to move on to the 124. Very popular one. Greg Biffle truck win. Here's the win sticker. And here is the collector's card. Greg Biffle, speedycash.com 400 winner. Picture of him hoisting the trophy. Picture of him celebrating in the background. This was just under 2.5 hours. All that stuff. Then the back, you have another picture of him in victory lane this time. Biffle returns for a Texas-sized win. You can read that on your own if you want. And let's move on to the truck. So this is a race version, although there is very little dirt and damage, at least visibly dirt, because just like how the white cars are amazing for the dirt, the black cars and trucks are obviously the worst. I did mention there were 661 made of these, and this is 207. So paint scheme wise, this is just an all black truck. There is literally nothing to it, but it's very sleek. It is a flat finish as well. No, it's because it is a truck. There's no hood, trunk, roof flaps, all that. It's all just decal. Well, I mean, not really decal, more of an indent with the roof flaps. But all the numbers are white with the black and red outline. Sponsors, you have Toyota on the hood. Toyota, Safety Clean, SiriusXM, Exalta, Mobile One, Toyota Racing, Lincoln Welders, Interstate Batteries, what is that? Schwarath? I don't even know what that is. You have 5 win stickers. Is it 6 on this side? No, it's still 5. Okay, that's kind of strange. Usually this side would have an extra one because it's, you know, in Victory Lane they put one on this side, and then later in the week at the shop is when they add. Okay, that's a little bit of a mistake. But anyway, on the post here you have Toyota, JBL, Rowdy, KBM. On the bed of the truck you have Toyota and Mobil 1, and on the back you have Mobil 1, all that stuff. So as far as dirt and damage, like I said, it's very hard to see any dirt. I can't really find much except for in the numbers and a few of the sponsors. But like in the number you can see some dirt. You can see a little bit in TRD right there. Searching, not even really on the Toyota logos. I mean, it is there, but you know, not a lot. Fairly clean. But on this side, you do have a little bit of damage. There's more dirt, a little bit of some sort of line right there, a little bit there too. But here's where you see a little bit of a tire mark from something going over the TRD logo. A little bit of the exhaust coming up as well right there. So there's something. That's that's really how you know this is a race version. Oh, this is another thing. The remember the triple truck challenge, the trip? Yeah, I bet you didn't. Really, that's about it. There's not much. There's actually a little bit of dirt here on the back. You see a little bit of dirt there somehow. But I guess that's it for this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.